Hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm transgender, male to female. I'm making this video because I've had a lot of coworkers and friends and just strangers in passing by ask me, wow, how do you do the wing look? How do you do your makeup like that? And some of them have been like, you should make a YouTube video or just a video, which I'm probably gonna post this on YouTube, as well as my Facebook, but I figure this way I can help girls or women learn how to do that look, and help transgender girls, find some resources on doing their makeup or anything else that I might be able to help with. I'm legally transgender. I'm legally female now. My driver's license. I'm still doing transitional things like laser hair removal and saving up for other procedures. But anyway, I'm here for the makeup right now, and all you guys that want to know how to do your makeup like I do it. Uh, um, so this is my hideous self before makeup. Uh, um, I guess we'll get started here. First, it's good to have a lot of options. I just got this in the mail today, so I'm really excited, and probably one of the reasons why I'm making this video, but it's a nice little makeup case. Like, it's quite literally a makeup case. If I sit here and close that, slide that in. This is from Shani. It was only $40, and it closes up like that, and then like that, and now it's a little plastic train case, I think is what they call them. But I love this thing. Like, this is my new best friend. Let me see. Okay, get that back out. Now I guess let's get started. Um, yes, I don't know if you've got any glimpses of my room in this video or end up getting any. It's definitely in a state of giving up on life. um, but I'm in the process of moving also. My landlord just told me the house is foreclosed, or getting foreclosed, so I gotta get out. So let's see. Concealer. I use CoverGirl. And most biological females aren't going to use as much concealer as I'm about to, but being transgender, concealer is like your best friend, and you're going to use a lot of it. Especially if you haven't done any laser hair removal treatments on your face, you got to cover up 5 o'clock shadow when it comes in, so you kind of got to use a little extra makeup. Usually concealer is strictly for blemishes, but if you're anything like me, you think of your whole face as a blemish. Just 'cause it's not the face that we should have been born with. Well, at least not the hair. But I've gone through some laser hair removal treatments. They're fairly expensive, so, one day at a time. And I've had my chin, neck, cheeks, upper lip. My chin and neck is done. My cheeks and upper lip are still in the process of being done. So once I'm done with that, then I can focus on my chest and stomach. Because, I mean, I don't think people take in consideration being transgender and transitioning. Taking some pills is not going to make any of your body hair go away. So it is a constant thing to shave pretty much your entire body whenever you're going out. In something that would show more skin, like, a dress or something lower cut. But, so yeah, that's the concealer. Next is foundation. I believe that's what it's referred to as. Yeah, foundation. I use, what is this? Maybelline. I use the flat. Let me see if I can get the glare out of there. The matte. This is 230. That doesn't mean it's your color. Everybody is different. And you gotta find what works for you. I have so many different types of makeup from so many different companies. And it was recently when I went to this transgender job fair, they had cosmetologists there, makeup artists. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I get a lot of compliments on my makeup, but I don't feel like I know what I'm doing with my makeup. I just, I kind of wing it. And, my ex showed me a little bit about how she does her makeup, and I ran with it. But I never, had my makeup done or anything like that. And, I was like, the makeup I use, it'd be nice if I just had one brand that I could just, go to, instead of well, I need to go to this store for this, or this store for that, or I need this brand for this, and they kind of laughed at yeah, get used to it, that's just how it works. So, I guess don't feel like you're, doing anything taboo by using, CoverGirl for one thing and Maybelline for the other, or whatever brand you want to use, MAC. There's so many out there, and you just gotta find what fits your skin tone and style and look. So that's the foundation. After that, I don't even know what this stuff is called. Just loose powder. This is CoverGirl. But, my goodness. Just kind of I use the lid, I'll get some on the brush, and then I'll go in here and get, it worked into the brush. And then, start spreading it. And, oh, that's way too much. Blend. Blending is key. It usually takes me an hour to get all this done. I'm trying to go quicker for you guys. But it definitely has made me appreciate what a girl goes through to get her do her makeup every day. And so the next time you see your significant other, or your wife, or your girlfriend, or whatever, and they got their makeup all done pretty, you need to tell them. You need to be like, that shit's on point, baby. You look great, because that will never hurt. And, a little appreciation goes a long way. So, Okay, so the face powder's done. Now comes eyeliner. I use Palladio liquid eyeliner. It looks like this. This stuff is liquid gold to me because, especially for, doing the cat eye look. Um, but it has a nice little soft felt tip. Um, I don't know if you can see that, but and it goes on great, nice and smooth. So okay, let me make sure I'm in view here. I'll just start the middle or the tear duct and follow my eyelashes all the way across to the outer corner of my eye. And I try to start thin at the tear duct and let the eyeliner get progressively thicker as I go out to this side, like so. And then go on to the other side. I'm getting low on this stuff. But, so yeah, same on this side. Start small, go big. Oh, I think I got some of my eye. It's starting to burn. Okay, I need to touch that up a little better. Yeah, I definitely got some of my eye. That's one thing you don't want to do for future reference. Is not get your eyeliner in your eye, because it burns so bad. And then your eyes start watering, and it messes up your makeup. I've been doing this for like almost five, a little over 5 years now. So sometimes I can work through the burn. But, so yeah, once you get the, top of your eyelids done, I'm gonna try and see what I got going on there. You want to start on the wings. With the wings, I go by my eyebrows, and since I'm left-handed, I start with my left-handed side. This will make sense as we progress. But okay, so my eyebrow stops about here. I want to bring it down anywhere from you can go straight, make a straight line. You can make angles. You can make curves. It's really what you want. Don't think there's a rule to how you do it, because that's when you start not being able to do it because you're trying to live up to somebody else's way of doing it. Just do it what works for you. So for me today, I'm gonna start here and go like that. And see, when I'm doing this, I'm not it's not an exact science to me. I'm just drawing the line. Simple as that. And whatever line I come out with, that's what I work with. You know what I mean? If It's not like I'm making a direct path. It's not like done with specific purpose. I just make the line at the angle that I want it, and then I go to my right side and try and match it up. So let's see, I went so far down from my eyebrow on that side, and I want to try and match that on this side. So kind of sit back and look. Like 3 mirrors to look at here. And I would say about right there. And then make it thicker. Try and get it, at the same curve and angle as the other side. So there's like your basic lines. From there, this is where I say, since I'm left-handed, I start with the left and make the baseline, and then do the right baseline. And after I've done the right baseline, I will make the curve, or complete the cat eye, by going across here. Like, I'll just make this line come out thicker and thicker, till it kind of like makes a smooth line connecting to the eyeliner on my eyelid. So it's like a nice little curve there. And the reason why I start with this eye is because being left-handed, working on my left side, I'm better at the detail. So whatever I've done over here that I don't have as great control on, I can come over here and be like, okay, this one, to get this one to match that one, I just gotta, it just feels more natural to try and match up this side with this side than to try and match this side up with this side. Maybe I'm just weird. So, well, I think we all know I'm weird. Except for those of you who have never met me or don't know me on Facebook or anything. But, so yeah, just slowly bring this one out like I did the other side. I'm using like half the light that I would normally use to do my makeup right now because the light that I use glares so much you guys can't see what I'm doing here. So see, this side looks like it comes to more of a point than this side. So I can either make this side pointier and then lengthen this one, or I can make this side thicker and just add little tips on the end. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to make that one a little thicker. Yeah. So that matches a lot better now than it did before. I suppose I can accept that. Alright. Normally I'd be a lot more picky and sit here forever doing it, but for time and everything else, I still have to go to bed at some point tonight. Let's see. So after that, I will typically start on the eyeshadow. And I'm going to use the makeup kit that I just got. So many colors. I'm going to go with blue, just because it'll show up better for you guys. But, so, when I'm doing my eyeshadow, I start in the crease of my eye by my tear duct, and work my way out, and then I'll come to the other side and make it match or line up with what I did over there on the inside, and then just color in the lines, This is where it starts getting a little easier, less detail, more just scribbling. And normally, what I would do after I do my eyeshadow, the lid color, is I will take, like for instance, I'm doing blue right now. I will find, like this is like a deep blue, I will find a navy blue and use navy blue to do the shading, which I'm going to get to in a second. But, I mean, yeah, I'll just go the whole 9 yards with it instead of cutting corners with you guys with that. Because everything being done the way I do it all comes together at the end. And to not do it the way I do it would just defeat the purpose. Since that's why people have asked me to do this YouTube video so they can see how I do it. Instead of like just being like, oh yeah, I just do this, blah blah blah. But so yeah, I mean, once you do the shadow on one eye and you move to the next, you just kind of gotta eyeball it and make one side match the other. Get your arch here to match the arch on your other eye. So see, I can see right now there's much more eyeshadow up here on my other eye than there was on this eye, so just kind of match it up so it looks even. There, I like that. So that's, the eyeshadow, the base for the lid. And like I said, now that I've done for argument's sake, I've done a light blue, I'll find a dark blue, and I'll sit here and just do not all the way up here, but like right where the crease starts, and then just follow the crease, and I personally will follow it all the way in. Some people stop about halfway, but I feel that blending it this way, it gives it more depth than to just do the sides just a little bit. But I'm not a makeup artist here, so it's definitely not law the way I'm doing it. So after I've done the darker shade of blue, I will go to black, or this is like a dark metallic gray, and bring this to the halfway point. Just blend it out a little bit. One of the things with doing this, though, at least the way I do it, I put on so much makeup, which I really need to learn how to conserve a little better, because I'll sit here, do my makeup, get my eyes all like where I want them, and then I'll like look down at my nose and I'll be like, oh my gosh, there's so much powder for my eyeshadow underneath my eyes and on my nose that I have to like lightly brush it off with a brush. Don't use your hands, because it'll turn into a mess. It'll smear, and then you'll be like, okay, now I have to wash my face. So, alright, so that's the eyeshadow, and the shading. Then there's like the eyeshadow highlights. Let me see. I don't know what I did with my, I'll use this one. It's the same brand, it's the same stuff. It's just a new one. And this is Wet n Wild, so many different products. I'll take like a silver, right here, and go above my eyeshadow with it. And again, start the tear duct, and then I'll bring it all the way up to the underneath of my eyebrow, and then I'll follow my eyebrow all the way to my wing, so to speak, and then I'll just, again, color in between the lines, and then blend where the eyeshadow and the silver meet. Blending, I've been told, is key, and I definitely agree, but in some cases it's overrated. You don't always have to. It depends on where you're going and what you're doing. I mean, if you're going to the club and you want it to like stand out, then blend less, and it'll be more drastic of a change between one and the other. But if this is more of a casual or even more of a professional look, you want it to kind of gradually go from one shade or color to the next. So it's not so standout-ish, but still gives a good effect. And after I've done that, I'll also blend the silver into where I don't have any eyeshadow or makeup, aside from my foundation and powder and concealer, like over there. So that's that. Now that is done, we have the lower eyelids. Normally I would swear by this product, but they changed the chemical compound in it somehow. Not to sound like a scientist, I'm not one of those either. But they switched it up, so their eyeliner now, which it's Palladio stick, it doesn't go on your eyelid the same way with the new pencils. And I'm still in search for a good black stick eyeliner that I can put on my bottom eyelid above the eyelash, not below. Some people put it below. That's okay if you're going to the club or you want your eyes to pop. But for a more conventional look, I don't know. It's better to like go on the upper part of the bottom eyelid. Oh, and yeah, I just warmed the tip up with a lighter. Don't do that. I've been doing this for a while, and some of you may do it, but I don't recommend it, because if you do it wrong, you're gonna end up with burning, melting hot eyeliner in your eye, and you're not gonna be happy. I've made the mistake of putting my eyeliner to my eye too soon after I put a lighter to it, and it did not feel good. But sometimes eyeliner is just too solid to go on. But if anybody knows of figures that stupid fly would come now. I was trying to kill it earlier before I started my video in case it did interrupt me, but little things quick. So, bottom of the eyelids. Once I've gotten that done, I'll go back to my liquid eyeliner and do the inner corners of my eye. And I'll basically start out a little bit and hopefully you can see this. Draw a line to my tear duct and then angle it out to match up with the eyeliner on the tops and the bottoms of my eyelids to give that cat eye effect. So, you can see the points there. After that, mascara. I don't know what brand this is. It doesn't say. It just says Monster Lash Double XL Mega Volume Mascara. It says Femme Couture on it. But yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. It goes on your eyelashes. If there's a special technique to it, I surely don't know. I just try and work my way from the inside out on the bottom lids because it's just easier for me. It drags the bristles across the eyelashes and cakes up the mascara, and then I just pull it down to kind of like brush it out, so to speak. But the tops of the eyelid, I just kind of blink into it. A lot of people use primers for their makeup, like the primer, there's makeup primer that you can put on your face or your eyelashes or whatever. And it's just more money and more maintenance. But I have used it before, and it's nice. It's just, money and blah blah blah. So, okay, that's the eyes right there. After that, I actually use colored eyeliner for my lips, because it stays on way longer than lip liner. And this is Kiss Professional. It's really cheap. You can get it at any hairdresser store for like a couple bucks a stick. And I almost swear by it because most lip liners are really hard to get to show up on your lips and stick. And this stuff, I work, full time, and granted, being the perfectionist that I am, I touch my makeup up. I touch up my makeup throughout the day, and but it doesn't have to be. Especially if you don't work as hard as I do. I do a lot of labor. So my job is a very physically active job. What's this? Revlon Iced Amethyst. Some people don't use lip liners. I do because I like the contour it gives. But it doesn't work for everybody. It doesn't look right on everybody. You really just have to do what works for you. But, so yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I'm surprised I made it through the whole video without making a total dork of myself, well, more than usual. But this is the third time I've tried. Let's see. Yeah, the third time I've washed my face and put my makeup back on to try and get this video done. So, if you like what you saw or any of it helped you, rock on. Feel free to comment, and please, if you have any hints or tips or tricks for me, I can use the help just as much as anybody can use the help that I'm trying to give them now. Hopefully it was somewhat useful. So that's pretty much it. I mean, finished product, So that's it. I hope this video was informative. Again, feel free to comment, good or bad. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But stuff and things. I might make some more videos. This is my first one that I'm going to publish, so if it gets, if it helps and I feel like I should make another one, then I might just do that. There's all kinds, like nails, different makeup designs and styles that I'd love to do videos for, but it's all time and resource. I have plenty of makeup now. So, yeah, until next time, ciao.